Hello, it's the Friday Talkie. It's a bit dark in here, it's pissing it down with rain out there. We're going to be having a pool party today. I say we. Andrea's oldest daughter, it's her birthday today, so we're having a bit of a piss up, and we're going to have a pool party in the garden. It's just a paddling pool actually, but yeah. Couldn't fit a big full-sized Olympic swimming pool in a condo garden. Yeah, okay. So I don't know what's happening now because it's raining. Anyway, getting on to the topics at hand. Thank yous. I have to say some thank yous. First, I want to thank a young lad by the name of Jake. He's got a YouTube channel, Demon of Gaming, because he sent me... Now, I don't do unboxing, unpacking videos, I just don't, but I will show you what he sent me. It's a box full of Amstrad games, which is great because I do like Amstrad games. I have to say, he did specify 6128, and me being a complete twit thought, cool, I can play them on my 464, forgetting that the 6128 was a disc-based thing. So the 6128 is the top of my shopping list now. They will get played, videos will get made, but I wanted to say thank you to Jake at the earliest possible opportunity, which is this. So thank you, Jake, really very, very much appreciated. That is just so cool. And I want to say thank you to, whoa, and I'm about to drop the game, I don't want to do that, Faulty Cog, I think I'm pronouncing that right, who sent me this, that arrived, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I haven't played it yet. I will be playing it very soon and making a video. I don't know a lot about it, but it looks, I'm looking at the pictures on the back and it looks cool. Yes. So thank you, Mr. Faulty Cog. Dave, much appreciated. Now, okay, another person who deserves a mention. I'm sitting here doing this because I'm trying to read the names that are on my screen that's on the other side of the camera. How the hell do you pronounce this name? Okay, is that... I'm going to say this as it looks, which may be wrong, because that might be dumb based, but if I read that quite literally, it says Dumbass Paul Denton Kin. Is that right? I'm just going to call you John. Yes, thank you, John, for this link. He messaged me yesterday referring to a situation that's happening with Atari I was aware of, but he gave me a link which went to a webpage with more information. So, Atari are being a bit, shall we say, strict with their, what would you call it, trademark, shall we say, their name. They're kind of coming down like a ton of bricks on people who are using their name in URLs. They have sent a cease and desist to the owner of Atari2600.org. Is it .org? Yes. It's a fan site, and the guy does like homebrew games for the 2600. It's been there for several years, and Atari have just like either been unaware of it or just didn't care or whatever. And now they've sent him a cease and desist, and they're saying, you know, no one can have the Atari word in their URL. It's a breach of their copyright or whatever, blah blah. I kind of get it and I kind of don't. I would be pissed off if someone put up a website called Steve Benway, though I have to accept that Steve Benway is some people's real name. Now, Atari is a word in its own right, some Japanese word, I don't remember what it means. But on the other hand, Atari 2600 can't mean anything other than a product that is owned by Atari. I sort of see their point of view, but What the hell? They aren't putting out Atari 2600 software anymore. This company that it is now Atari had nothing whatsoever to do with the production of the Atari 2600 or any of that software. This is how do you pronounce it? Infogrames, whatever. It's a French company. Now, the Atari 2600 was produced like way back in the 70s. It was run by Nolan Bushnell. They were in a factory in Sunnyvale, and it was run by a bunch of pot-smoking, you know, there were a bunch of hippies who were stoned out of their boxes hand building 2600s, and they kind of got their act together after that. But this Atari as they exist now have nothing whatsoever to do with the making of, development of, or anything to do with the Atari 2600, except that they own the rights to the name. What are they afraid of? Why are they clamping down on a site like that? I don't understand. It doesn't help them. They're not making any money from the 2600 brand, are they? I guess they get some kind of license fee from the flashback or whatever. Are they still selling the flashback? I don't know. It seems fairly nonsensical because they're losing a whole load of goodwill. I have to say, I have had some contact from Atari, the company, myself. They approached me, which was interesting. Though I can't say I was entirely impressed with the approach. It was like, hey, would you like us to keep you in the loop regarding blah blah blah, any new stuff we do, and you can post it on your website. So I was sitting there thinking, alright, you want me to promote your stuff. What do I get out of this? Not a whole lot. So I just ignored it. just, you know, cool, great that a big company like that knows who I am, but it seemed like a very one-sided deal to me, so I ignored it. Yeah, I am a fan of Atari, but I'm not a fan of this Atari. Atari run by Nolan Bushnell, love them. Atari run by Warner, yeah, kind of faceless corporate thing, but nevertheless. Atari run by Jack Tramiel, well, yeah, his business ethics were somewhat dubious, but I liked the product, even though some of it was completely shoddy. I liked it. But since they've just become a software brand, completely faceless corporate thing, well, I'm not really interested in what they're doing, and clearly what they're doing isn't very nice for the fans, really. Talk about biting the hand that feeds you and such like. I don't know, what are your thoughts on that? Yeah, are they, I mean, legally speaking, they're justified, but in terms of any common sense, are they just completely losing the plot? This seems to be going, there's something going on in the games industry at the moment, because they're just, games companies right now are behaving like a bunch of idiots. And I've got there's a video I have in mind which I watched last night. Go see Ray pocketmego's recent video about, I've forgotten what he titled it, but it's a recent one, where he's just basically talking about the gaming industry, companies behaving like a bunch of complete idiots. Interesting video, go watch that. Alright, I'm kind of rushing it because I've got a whole load I've got to do before I get drunk later, and no, I won't be making a video of that. Shout out time. Yeah, let me turn the camera. Here we go then. Lawn Boys Post 1975. Now, normally I shout out channels that have got not an awful lot of subscribers, and I wouldn't say that's like a hard and fast policy. It's just generally how it works. I stumble across channels, or they stumble across me, and they're a new channel and they've not got many subs or whatever. This one, he's got 575 subscribers, so it's not a brand new channel, but I have only become aware of it fairly recently, and I just think I like this channel that much, I'm going to shout it out anyway, regardless of whatever policy I may or may not have. What is it I like about this channel? There's the thing, it's different from the channels I normally shout out. As a rule, I shout out gameplay channels where, you know, they play the game and do a commentary. That's the kind of thing I normally watch, and it's what I usually shout out. This is different. This is about intelligence and credibility, and I'll be honest, I have not watched a lot of his videos, probably 3 or 4 or something like that, because I don't get a lot of time to watch people's channels. When I'm going through, God, this is a whole other topic, isn't it? I look at all the channels I'm subscribed to each day, and I just look to see, I read the titles and think, does that sound interesting? And whenever I see one that grabs me, the title, I watch it. I just don't have the time to watch every single video religiously. So I've been subbed to this chap for a couple of weeks, I think, and I've watched a few videos in that time. And when I watch consistently, I am interested. He has he speaks with authority and intelligence. I can honestly say, when I watch one of his videos, I care what he's got to say. You know, he states his case intelligently and holds your attention. There's an intensity to his character that is quite compelling, and you sit there and you want to know what he says. And that's not something you can say about every channel on YouTube. Not to knock anyone's channel whatsoever, but how often do you sit and watch someone talking and you think, I don't really care. I watch this chap's channel and I'm like, I want to hear what he's got to say, because it's go watch, find out, you'll see what I mean. He's compelling. He speaks with intensity, and authority may not be the right word, but you know, you'll sit there and think, yeah, good point, interesting, and that kind of thing. Waffling, really. Hard to actually explain what I mean here, so I'm just going to say, go check out his channel, Lawn Boys Post 1975. Recommended. Okay then, closing comments. What am I doing coming up? Well, same as I said I was going to do last time. I'm nearly done with the Mega Drive. I'm going to be doing that Shockwave Assault thing. I'm going to be doing those Dreamcast games. Got some Atari 8-bit to do. These Amstrad games when I get myself sorted out with the 6128. Not quite sure when that will be yet. There will be some stuff coming up on my other channel, and I had it in my head what it was going to be and I've completely forgotten. I bought a new guitar recently and an effects unit. Now, I haven't played guitar in about 20 years, so I'm not ready to be demoing my playing abilities, but I'm probably going to be doing a video on there showing the stuff that I use for making music, and I'm looking up there because my Roland MC303 is sitting up there, so I'm probably going to show my guitar, or guitars, if I fix the other one. Can you see this behind me? I've got an old Strat replica thingy that I've got in pieces at the moment. I'm cleaning it up. Yeah. And that's what's going to be coming up on my other channel. On here, you know the score by now. Whatever I say I'm going to do, I probably might do some of it, won't do others, and blah 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 blah. But tonight, I'm going to get drunk. Cool! What else was... Yes, right, okay. I knew there was something else I wanted to talk about. Facebook. I am now on Facebook. I have mentioned it in a gameplay video, but I will say it again here because this will get more views. I'm on Facebook. I am on as Retro Gaming Collector. There'll be a link down there. By all means, send a friend request. I'm accepting almost all friend requests. I have only denied one friend request. That person really should have known better, but there you go. Yeah, I've sent out loads of friend requests as well. There are some people I'm looking and thinking, I probably know that person, but I'm not exactly sure, so I haven't sent requests, because it is really confusing, because loads of people on there have got a different name to what they've got on here, and I just know I'm going to get confused. And some people are sending requests and saying it's blah blah from YouTube, and I'm like, cool, accept. Within a day I've forgotten who they are. So anyone who's talking to me and I'm acting kind of vague, like I'm not sure who you are, it's because I can't remember. There's so many. 100 friends on there in one day blew me away, so thank you to everyone who either accepted my request or who sent me one. It's damn good fun. I think that's everything now. Okay, I'll shut up. I won't sit here blank like dull, because I don't know what to say next, so I'll just shut up. Thank you for watching.